Good morning and welcome to the Lincolnshire Wolds. This walk's going to start from Withcall, really deep in the Wolds. Bit of a cloudy morning, but we'll not let that bother us too much. Withcall being an old railway station on the old Bardney to Louth route. You see a bridge there, and we're going to follow for the first part of the walk some of that old line where we can. Some beautiful bird song early in the morning. Withcall, 2000 AD. What a sleepy village this is. Some nice early colour, and of course the snowdrops. Withcall House. This is the station at Withcall. Great Northern Railway, 1876. According to that, 1956. An old platform. I believe this is the old station house. See how much earth's been cut out the bank for the railway. Just left Withcall heading to Horlington, but Withcall in 1920 was a major cloudburst for one of the region's worst flood disasters, where the River Ludd in Louth, 23 people died and houses apparently were washed away, so it must have been quite a flood. Wow. Apart from the old railway concrete posts, just seen a barn owl come past me. Couldn't get the camera on quick enough. There's an old tensioner there, the concrete post that kept the public away from the railway line. Just walking these old lines that aren't necessarily footpaths. There's an abundance of wildlife. Pretty sure I see a fox, and then I did definitely see a barn owl, and then we've seen 3 squirrels that I couldn't get on film just in that short section. Made it to the old station house at Horlington. Still says station house. What a hidden gem this is. Gorgeous. What a gorgeous waterfall that was. I'd never seen that myself. But I was doing a bit of research on the walk last night, and incredibly I found out at Withcall and Horlington, where we've passed, that in World War II ammunitions were stored there overnight, just on the grass verges, unprotected. Wow, I don't know whether the soldiers who were guarding them was in the pub, but there no doubt be children about. Mind-blowing. A different era. That's as far as we're going along the line today. We're not too far from Louth. And yes, an old Victorian railway bridge. Them iron brackets, would they have been held some sort of a signal? From way back when. There's the brackets, and there's a hole in the brickwork, and the snail's got himself tucked away nicely. Before Christmas, I did a walk on the Bluestone Heath Road looking for blue stones. I'm not sure if that's one. It's got a blue tint to it. Maybe it's travelled here from Northern England. In the undergrowth there's some old sleepers that would have been steps at one time after the railway shut. We're leaving the railway now. There's an old post from the old railway days, but we're heading this way away now to make a loop. We're now heading to Heron Lake, where we've been several times and still haven't seen that elusive heron on the lake. We're just looking at Louth Church there. This is a new footpath for me, so a different angle of view. Always love looking up at the sky. Always paints a different picture every day. I can hear the cries of buzzards in that direction. Superb views this way, and again it's that sky painting a gorgeous picture. There's Heron Lake, another visit. I still haven't seen this elusive bird. This seat was placed here in memory of Norman Henry Elvin, 1931 to 1998, who learnt his profession in these woods, poacher turned gamekeeper. Well, this bench has been my dinner stop today. Something even older, some whale bones here. Been here for a year or two. They're getting in even worse condition. This is Welton Vale. Used to be owned by a fish merchant who had them placed at the entrance to Welton Vale, his estate, probably 100 years ago or more. This is notoriously muddy, so let's see what we've let ourselves in for. Another nice waterfall. The mud hasn't been too bad. Been down here maybe for 3 or 4 years, mind. We will see how bad it gets. Sure, I read these are redwoods from America. Certainly massive anyway. Looks a bit red. Wow. Huge. Just leaving the giant redwoods and notice this little building, all moss on top of it. What it would have been used for. Is that a little motor there or pump or something? Interesting. What do we reckon? It was an old well? Who knows? It's filled in if it was. Certainly a tap there and a pipe. Some sort of a pumping water, I guess. We've left Welton Vale, taking this permissive path. We'll be going uphill. And then we've got probably 2.5 miles to the car, and we're passing a trig point. Don't know whether the trig's still in the ground, still there or not, but we will find out. The wind's just all of a sudden dropped, or it, because we're behind these trees. Seems like temperature's gone up 3 or 4 degrees. And what about these cracking views? The rolling hills of Lincolnshire. No, the triangular point is still here. 111 metres up. We're not too far from Horlington. There's no name on the map for this hill, so I'm going to call it Horlington Hill. But what's more intriguing is just there is a big lump of concrete with no door. So, not really sure what that's all about. Just sat here taking the sun rays in, a bit of vitamin D. Had a coffee, spent 5 or so minutes just looking at the old railway line, looking across between Withcall and Horlington, where we started this morning. Just trying to imagine what it was like. Steam trains puffing along the valley bottom. Is that not gorgeous? Our last little bit to Withcall. We're looking at the trees where the line goes, and I read that the locos struggle to get up the hill sometimes. You see, it does go up a fair bit there for a loco. Back in the village of Withcall, the memorial to the railway days. Piece of track there says, as you can see, 1896. This walk coming to an end. Just like to say thank you very much for watching, liking and commenting, and also thank you for the subscribers. We've just managed to pass 400. which is amazing really. You never think you're going to get many at all when you start out. So thanks a lot, and if you've watched the duration of this video, thank you very much as well. Bye for